Tomorrow marks the anniversary of the assassination of Babita Deokaran, who blew the whistle on corruption in the Gauteng Health Department, especially around COVID-19 contracts. Now, her death continues to raise questions about whether justice has been served. For more on this now, we speak to Babita Deokaran's family representative, Mr. Ali Gule, who joins us now. Mr. Gule, first of all, thank you so much for your time. And before we get straight to our chat, let's just find out how the family is holding, especially at this time as we head to that anniversary. Because, you know, there's a saying that time heals, but in some instances, this cannot be the case, especially when there are so many open ends to a loved one tragically passing.
Good afternoon, and I don't think the family because probably there has been just the case of Babita since the paymaster or paymasters have been found.
You know, Mr. Gule, our line is not really looking good at this moment, so I'm going to try and give it another shot perhaps. And tomorrow marks 4 years since Babita Deokaran was tragically killed. Can you share with us what her legacy means to the family and how her courage in exposing corruption continues to inspire those around her? I know you've been saying that you've been busy with work ahead of tomorrow.
Babita's legacy has been only good to the family, but a good legacy to the entire country, especially those that are opposed to corruption. It gives a good legacy also to the potential whistleblowers. People want to stand up and be counted against any wrongdoing.
And Mr. Gule, you know, as you head towards this anniversary, it can, you know, bring about so many wounds, especially for the family. And many are still asking whether justice has been served. And we also heard there from the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation as well. Just from your perspective, what progress, if any, has been made in holding those responsible accountable? I mean, given how the case has been going as well, and what challenges remain in the pursuit of justice, particularly where families are concerned?
Look, although we are using Babita's case as a beacon of hope, which what she stood for, we are also speaking on behalf of many whistleblowers that have not seen justice. If whistleblowers are killed or intimidated or shoved out of the workplace, it sends a clear message that if you stand up against any wrongdoing, that will happen to you. Therefore, we continue to fight not only for justice for Babita, but justice for all other whistleblowers. Despite the environment that is not so conducive to stand up and be counted, we continue to support and encourage any potential whistleblowers to stand up and be counted. Remember, whistleblowers are good people with good moral courage because they fight corruption. Corruption is a crime. If we do not destroy corruption, corruption will destroy this country. Therefore, we must not only leave it to the whistleblowers. All of us, it's high time we say, all of us, we must fight against any form of criminality, any form of corruption in this country. Because the money that is stolen through corruption is the money that is needed for essential services in this country. We all know what challenges we are facing because of lack of money for service deliveries, for medicine in hospitals, for books in schools. The list is endless. Therefore, we cannot leave this problem unchallenged.
And I use this point as a point of departure for many points that I make in this conversation that we're having right now, that this must definitely be an incredibly difficult year for you and your family. Maybe just describe for us the personal and emotional impact her loss has had on your lives. I know I've asked this question when we started this conversation, but I didn't get to, get the answer due to that line, and how the family has been coping during this time, particularly her child that she was dropping off from school on that fateful day.
I think the family of Babita is not doing very well because there has been no justice for her. And the fact that she was a single mom, you can understand probably as a parent how the child must be coping. But this year we are remembering Babita with a different spirit of hope and optimism after that bombshell interview or press conference, I should say, of General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. We continue to watch all the developments in courts. We continue to watch and wait with bated breath what the outcome of the president-appointed commission will be. But we do not want to preempt anything and put the cart before the horse, but we are following all the development in the public space with keen interest. Hope that something will come out and there will be justice for Babita.
And Babita paid the ultimate price for standing up against corruption. And what message does her story send about the risks that are faced by whistleblowers in the country today? I know you also just said that, her passing is also a shining beacon of hope to say that there are some people who identify wrong and want to do something about it. And what changes you hope will come out as a result of the work that you've been doing on the ground, particularly as we head to that anniversary tomorrow?
We have previously indicated that we've got a good act that has been later amended. But in this country, we've got a challenge of having all the good acts, the policies, the laws. But the thing is, when it comes to implementation, somehow we are lacking. Having a good act does not tantamount to good action. Somehow a political will is here and there lacking from those that are in authority. So it's high time the government walked the talk and sent a message to any potential culprit who dare raise an arm and kill or intimidate any whistleblower that things are now different. And it starts here. It must start with Babita. It must start with any other whistleblowers. Not all whistleblowers are killed. Some have been intimidated. Some have been forced to resign. Therefore, the fight continues for all the whistleblowers, and that is what we're doing now.
And of course, all strength to you and the family during this difficult time. That was, of course, Ali Gule speaking on behalf of Babita Deokaran's family. Ali Gule reflects as we approach the anniversary of her assassination. Thanks very much indeed for your time on the program.